We've got some interesting insights for you on what the American public believe that Barack Obama will be able to accomplish when he's president. We gave Americans a long list of items and then asked for each one, do you think Obama will or will not be able to achieve this? And by the way, a review of all of these items are here at Gallup.com in an analysis written by my colleague Jeff Jones. I thought I would highlight for you here a couple of the interesting items at the top of the list. In fact, number one is, out of all the things we listed, at the top of the list, improving conditions for minorities and the poor. 80% of Americans think the Obama administration will be able to do that when it takes office. This is a distinct advantage for Barack Obama, even compared to Bill Clinton. We asked the same items when he had just won the election back in 1992. Would he be able to do these? And although Bill Clinton was a friend of the African American community, certainly, and got heavy support from them at the ballot box, Americans were less likely to think that Clinton could accomplish this goal, improving conditions for minorities and the poor, than think that about Barack Obama. What about increasing respect for the U.S. abroad? 76% of Americans, 3/4 of the public, think that Obama will be able to accomplish that, and that too is an advantage for Barack Obama. That question even goes back to the Reagan administration. When he was first elected, Gallup was asking that, then George H.W. Bush and Clinton and George W. Bush, and out of all of these presidents, Barack Obama scores higher on optimism from the public that he will be able to accomplish that than any of those previous presidents. Will Obama be able to improve education in this country? 71% of Americans say yes. That's third on the list. However, that's no greater than said the same thing when other presidents took office, so we don't give Obama a real advantage on that. Improve the quality of the environment? Well, Bill Clinton got some pretty high marks on expectation that he would be able to do that. It's high for Obama, but not unusually so for a Democratic president. And reduce unemployment. Obama does get higher numbers on this than was the case for previous presidents. 67%, 2/3 of Americans, say that Obama will be able to reduce unemployment. There are a couple of items on this list that we did not ask about with previous presidents for obvious reasons. Will Barack Obama be able to bring U.S. troops home from Iraq in a way that is not harmful to the United States? That's a key issue, a new issue, of course. 66% of Americans say yes when we ask them that question. By the way, not all is rosy for the Obama administration. At the very bottom of the list, controlling illegal immigration. Just a little more than 1/3 of Americans say Obama will be able to do that. And avoid raising your taxes. Just about 1/3, a little more, 36% of Americans say Obama will be able to do that. We'll follow these items, of course, over the next 4 years and see what the Obama administration actually does manage to accomplish. But at the outset, just after his election, this is a good baseline for what we think are relatively high expectations for the new Obama administration. I'm Dr. Frank Newport, Editor-in-Chief of the Gallup Poll.